Australia finally coming to the winning ways, and they have managed to win their first game in this tournament. And clearly, they have won it by 5 wickets against Sri Lanka. It was a good game for them. I have Anirban Bose with me to discuss about the same. Anirban, initially, जब Australia was playing and they were like unable to take wickets of Sri Lanka in the first 20 overs, it felt like okay, it is going to be another major setback because हमने कल ही देखा England versus Afghanistan, and today it was like again maybe Australia is going to lose it. But then they made a comeback, and afterwards we see a back-to-back wickets, and afterwards then Australia made it by scoring some runs as well. Though it was not that big of a score, but still it was like a great match, which actually Australia managed to save it. So how's your opinion on this particular performance of both the teams today?
So I just start off with Australia's bowling as they won, Sri Lanka won the toss and decided to bat first. So that was a brilliant decision from Kusal Mendis, who is now the captain for because Dashun Shanaka is ruled out of the World Cup.
Yeah.
I feel like the start that Pathum Nisanka and Kusal Pereira gave Sri Lanka was fantastic. They were like 152 for one, from where we can tell this is a World Cup of collapses because we have
Yeah.
seen so many collapses happening in so many matches after scoring 152 for one, and they were bowled out for 209 8 runs or 208 or 9 runs. So
Mhm.
I think that Australian bowlers, we have to give credit to Adam Zampa, the experience he showed. He led the attack because we all know that Lucknow pace is always in favor of the spinners, and we have seen that as well today. He has taken 4 wickets, leading the attack from the front. But Australia needs to sort these problems out as quickly as possible, because I think that Australian team, they have might have come back in a good way, but they need to work on their bowling and the fielding they are doing, because we have seen lots and lots of drop catches, misfields in the previous matches as well. Today, Australia started off well, but I felt like there were some lacking in the middle overs with Zampa coming in. Zampa, you have to consistently perform for a leg spinner in India. You have to consistently perform because he is their only leg spinner and their
Mhm.
mainstream spinner. Maxwell bowled quite well. He was economical as well, but when it comes to Zampa, like when it comes to the spin department, it's only Zampa. Maxwell will give you say 6 7 overs, but I think Zampa has performed brilliantly. And this is the quality that Australia is lacking in Indian conditions. The spin department, they are having that problem to take wickets in the middle over. Zampa has. It's good news for Australia that Zampa has come in form and taken so quick wickets in between as well. And coming to
Definitely.
Sri Lanka,
Yeah.
I felt like Sri Lanka started off very well in the first 15 20 overs. They were very good, and after that, the game middle order collapsed. We didn't thought of that. We were also thinking that this might be a 3 3 20 300 330 score, the way they were batting in the first 20 overs. But yeah, suddenly a collapse, because we are seeing so many collapses. So it's a World Cup of collapses as well.
Yeah, it is already, and I was about to show you a tweet about it. But I think before I go somewhere, I should show you that tweet जहाँ पर हम World Cup of collapses की बात कर ही रहे हैं. So हमने so far इस World Cup में देखा, as you can see, the CricTracker's tweet season of collapses. Pakistan lost 8 wickets for just 36 runs versus India in the iconic match at Ahmedabad, and afterwards हमने देखा England lost 6 wickets for 98 runs versus Afghanistan, which happened yesterday. And now today Sri Lanka lost 10 wickets, and definitely it is something which shows that it's not that really easy to play in India, and because in a movement the match will get changed. You don't know when it is rightly going out of your hand, and we have been seeing this for so many days. And right now इस टूर्नामेंट में और क्या क्रिएशंस होंगी वो भी देखने वाली बात होगी, and basically CricTracker is there to tell you everything. But since talking about this Adam Zampa, so people are talking about him like he's not that effective जितना हमें बाकी spinners का effect देखने को मिला है, but today he totally nailed it, as he's also the player of the match for Australia today. And definitely good numbers for him, and he helped Australia all the way. But if we talk about Sri Lanka, so people were like just seeing, because of Steve Smith zero per out हुए उसके बाद people were like okay, it is going to be Sri Lanka's day again, because they are taking big wickets, and Mitchell Marsh उस time पे 150 लगा चुके थे, and afterwards it was like okay, we can see something coming out of Sri Lanka, and there was some hope, some energy in the squad as well. But then afterward they lost it. I think it is just the way the Australia played the good cricket, or Sri Lanka played the bad cricket. What exactly happened there?
See, I feel like that Australia has played a brilliant cricket today because the way Marnus Labuschagne, Mitchell Marsh, and Josh Inglis batted,
Mm-hmm.
they handled those pressure because Australia at one stage where Dilshan Madhushankar came and picked up 2 wickets of David Warner and Steve Smith in the single over, and it was a maiden over as well, and they were struggling for 24 for 2 from where Manas Labuschagne and Mitchell Marsh took the innings away from. They built on the innings. They played their game. Backed their natural instincts. And Marsh, we all know how destructive he can be. But today he played a sensible innings of 53 or 51 or two, 3 balls. If I'm not wrong, that showed his temperament of playing in a World Cup game. That when your wickets have been when you have lost 2 quick wickets, you have to play according to the situations. And Marnus Labuschagne, what a comeback he has made to the Australian squad. He was initially not picked for the 15-man squad. Ashton got injured, and then he came back and he showed his class that why he's so one of the best batter in the world right now.
Right now, yeah. और एक और stat है for Sri Lanka. The most matches lost by a team in World Cup is 42 by Sri Lanka, which is the most in the history of cricket. And if you talk about this particular tournament, आज किसी एक टीम अपनी streak को तोड़ सकती थी losing, और वो ऑस्ट्रेलिया ने तोड़ा. They managed to win this game, but Sri Lanka, they are yet to register a win in this tournament. As इसके पहले इन्होंने, अगर हम इनकी टूर्नामेंट की जर्नी की बात करें, साउथ अफ्रीका वर्सेस श्रीलंका हुआ था रणजी जेटली स्टेडियम दिल्ली, जहां साउथ अफ्रीका ने एक बड़ी मार्जिन से 132 रन से ये जीत हासिल करी थी. फिर श्रीलंका वर्सेस पाकिस्तान हुआ, जहां पाकिस्तान ने 6 विकेट से मुकाबला जीता इन हैदराबाद. And right now against Australia, they have again lost it. Is it like what exactly is the recipe for Sri Lanka right now, Nirban? How they can make a comeback after having this major blow of Dasan Shanaka being injured and not captaining the team, as he's a brilliant captain for Sri Lanka so far. But what exactly is the recipe for Sri Lanka to make a comeback and register a win at least in the tournament to start off great?
I feel like Sri Lanka is playing their cricket. They're not going wrong. Today is just one of a day because you can't. It can be happening any day with any opponents as well. It can happen with Bangladesh as well. It can happen with India as well. We have seen with Pakistan, but today
Yeah.
is one of a day. But I feel like Sri Lanka is a good team. They
Mm-hmm.
need to perform in under pressure situations because World Cup is a big tournament and you have to perform under pressure when you are under pressure. Sri Lanka has nothing to lose. They have lost 3 matches already. I feel like they have nothing to lose in the next game. They have to win it anyhow to be in the tournament, to be in the race of the top 4. I feel like Sri Lanka needs to back their middle order because Dashin Shanaka, when he was batting in this World Cup, he found out his form. He scored some runs in the first match as well against South Africa, which they lost, and he scored some decent 20-30 runs against Pakistan as well in the second match. So he was a major missing because he can fire as per the situations. But Kusal Mendes' form might have might have not scored runs today, but I feel like Kusal Mendes, going forward to the tournament, he has shown his destructive batting, he has shown his blistering knocks. He has played so much brilliant cricket, and I feel that Kusal Mendes and the bowling department mainly, I feel that Sri Lanka needs to look upon because it's quite a lot of inexperienced bowlers. They have come with Matisha Patirana has also been ruled out for some matches, I think, if I'm not wrong. And but Irana is also new. He's all 20, 21 years old. But the way they have lost their main pace, like Dushmanta Chavira, Vaniju Hasaranga, they are already missing the game. So I feel like
Right.
Sri Lanka, the captain, the team management needs to back their bowler. Just yes, I'm putting a hand on your shoulders. You need to perform, and they have to show their ability because I don't feel that Sri Lankan players, the players who are given chance, they are as good
Hmm.
as the players who are out of the team for injury.
Right, right, right. Definitely. और श्रीलंका के लिए I think it's a high time to really start winning the matches, because if they keep losing it this way, then definitely they're not gonna make it to the upper groups of this tournament, because ultimately every team is there to win the trophy and they have to show some intent and come back एज अ टीम. और श्रीलंका वैसे भी हम जानते हैं कि एशिया कप जीत चुके हैं. पिछले बार के जो एशिया कप विनर्स थे वो श्रीलंका थे, एंड वी हैव सीन देम शोइंग द इंटेंट अगेंस्ट एशियन कॉन्टिनेंट स्पेसिफिकली. So we can definitely see them making a comeback because they have got the skills. Now, if we talk about this Australia versus Sri Lanka, definitely whenever we talk about these two teams, they have shared some numbers together. So this is the seventh time Australia is beating Sri Lanka in the ODI World Cup itself, which is like right now a rivalry you can say a little bit of, because हम लोगों ने भी recent time में देखा है जैसे इंडिया और पाकिस्तान का भी 8-0 चल रहा था, कुछ वैसे ही अभी ऑस्ट्रेलिया और श्रीलंका के बीच में भी चल रहा है. So it's high time to break these numbers, and I'm sure कि next time श्रीलंका जब मिलेगी ऑस्ट्रेलिया से, तो they are going to do something different to at least change and to change this number particularly. But let's take a look at the social tracker, what people are discussing about this match on social media. Let's take a look at the first tweet of today's session. Maiden World Cup 50 for Josh English, and we can see 52 runs he has scored out of 46. That's a maiden half century for him, and it's absolutely special for him because that's the first time he is scoring 50. Now let's take a look at another tweet. Mitchell Starc has never gone wicketless in ODI World Cup so far. That's quite a great stat, and it won for the people here, for Mitchell Starc specifically. And you can see the numbers in ODI World Cups he has shown. Every time he comes, he takes a wicket and he makes it a luxury that if you have me, dude, you have a luxury. You're definitely going to have some wickets. This shows like the quality of the player itself. Mitchell Starc, we talk about Jasprit Bumrah, how he's flourishing in this World Cup and again giving wickets for India, because people say there's nothing much for pacers in India. But Mitchell Starc is also one person who's showing, there is something, you can really get something out of it. So what are your thoughts about Mitchell Starc and his performance today?
When it comes to World Cup, I have seen the best of bowler I have seen in my life when it comes to the World Cup, because I haven't seen Glenn McGrath in his peak playing in 2000, like in his peak in 2003, 99, 2007 as well, because I have seen Mitchell Stark. He's one of the best bowlers when it comes to the World Cup. He somehow finds his form when it comes before a month or so, when the World Cup is there or near, whether it's 2020, whether it's ODI. I feel
Right.
that Mitchell Stark is a sensational bowler, and he might go on to be the break the record of Glenn McGrath's 71 wickets in the World Cup this time around, because he has played three. This is his third World Cup, if I'm not wrong, and he
Right.
might he might break the record of great Glenn McGrath in this World Cup, because in every match he's taking two, three wickets. In South
Hmm.
Africa match, he bowled brilliantly. He started
Hmm.
off brilliantly, though Quinton de Kock like smacked them all around the park. But Stark was superb today. Also, he was decent. I feel that 10 overs to 43 or 50 for 43 for two is a good numbers. I feel.
Right, right. Let's take a look at another tweet. And this tweet is all about Mitchell Marsh smashes his first 50 for Australia in ODI World Cup 2023. He's made in 15 ODIs, basically two made in 50s. One is for Mitchell Marsh, one is for Josh English. Let's take a look at another tweet. So here we can see the greatest news of today, that is the LA Olympics is going to host cricket and going to include cricket in their batch as well, or for like after a century we can see this happening. Sachin is also really, really happy, and this is like big news for all the cricket fans. We have been waiting for this day for so many years, because every year we think that cricket is a global sport, and we really want it to be happening in Olympics. And we know if we play in Olympics, we are gonna definitely get a medal. So I'm sure, like this time, I don't know about others, because I know how grateful we have to have other sportsmen and the people who are representing us. But in cricket, if you're gonna play, definitely there's a medal coming up. What do you think about this, Anirban?
I feel that yes, a gold medal. I will be definitely backing India for a gold medal in this Olympics. Even if they send under 23 or under 25 players with some senior players in the squad, I feel that India would might have an edge to win the gold medal or the silver medal as well. Because Australia will also be participating, I feel so, and
Yeah.
million like number of teams, those who play cricket, those who are the cricketing nations, they will also participate. In fact, so I feel that it will be a good competition, but India would come out on top in the Olympics as well.
Will we see Rohit and Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli playing in Olympics? Because that is going to be historic if we see them. And some people are also saying that Olympics need cricket more than cricket need Olympic. Is this correct? What do you think about this?
I feel I don't feel that it's opinionative maybe, because I don't feel the same, because as yes, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, if they play, it will reach a great milestone for the Olympic Committee, because the brand that he sets, the brand Virat sets, is absolutely mesmerizing for us, for everyone in the world. The way he has followers, we have seen speed coming from outside, like outside India. He's being here for Virat Kohli. He's like, and Rohit Sharma is always inspiration to watch. So I feel like they might be playing this, they might be having for India, they might go and play. And coming to the point that Olympic needs cricket, I don't feel, because every sports, other sports is also important, not only cricket. It's in India that cricket is so much like is believed to be a religion for every fans and some everyone. But for other countries, it's other sports are also as equally important as cricket is. So I feel like India needs to come out of this, and that cricket might not be Olympic needs cricket, because there are several other sports in which India is good in Olympics as well. We have seen badminton, we have seen athletics, we have seen uh, shooting as well. So I don't feel that Olympics need cricket, because throughout the years, after the 1900s, these after almost 100 years, over a decade, cricket has been introduced, because last it was played in something like 1858 when Great Britain beat France. So I feel that after those years, Olympics has been the same as it has like improved as well. Not only cricket, there are lots and lots of other four other sports that have been involved. So I feel like that there might be. I feel India should also concentrate on the other sports as well.
राइट राइट सो आई थिंक इस डिस्कशन को यहीं क्लोज करते हैं विद द होप दैट वी गोना विन अ मेडल इन ओलंपिक्स। और इसके अलावा अभी तो फिलहाल ओलंपिक्स नहीं बट वर्ल्ड कप जारी है, तो हम लोग कल फिर से लौटेंगे टू डिस्कस मोर एंड मोर अबाउट क्रिकेट।